Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for joining along for another video, another live stream. Means the world that you would want to spend some of your day with me. Also, much love to everyone in the live stream chat. Thank you for joining along. If you want to be here for these live streams, please subscribe, turn on the bell, turn on all of the notifications, because I need as much support as I can get out here with this crazy YouTube algorithm. Yes, because some people, I think there is a very large portion of the Mortal Kombat fan base that is somewhat in denial about what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 is not good. Period. Point blank. That's it. It's not good. For a whole list of reasons, it's not good. A lot of people seem to focus on cameos or just quote unquote gameplay or PvP, but there is so much more to a game besides just cameos or PvP. There's just so many things wrong with this game. So yes, it's not in a good state, and I think for a lot of people who aren't fanboys of NRS, of Ed Boon, we're able to see that this game ain't good. I think we can see and agree and come to a consensus that this game is in dire straits. So I posted this community posty question because I wanted to know what you guys thought, and we got 196 votes. Yay, thank you for voting. But I really wanted to gauge what you thought about the question, how can we, the players, fix MK1? Yes, as we, like the players, what can we do to make the situation of Mortal Kombat 1 better? Okay, so 4% people are out are out to lunch. 4% of people are out to lunch. Who chose this? Who chose this? Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So now we're at 3%. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay. 218. Yes. Please. No. 3%. Think that it's perfect? You are not perfect. I am not perfect. When we were in grade school, we weren't scoring 100%, 10 out of 10 on everything. Oh no. We're only human. We all make mistakes. Nothing is perfect. So for 3% of people to be thinking that, yeah, this was a very interesting question, because I think it shows me who's on what side of delusion, sanity. Yeah, okay. Just be patient. MK1 will be awesome with DLC. I guess that also for me meant patches, updates, future content. Future content for MK1 is going to make it awesome. 7% of people who voted agreed with that sentiment, which I think is a very interesting sentiment. Yeah, very, very interesting sentiment. I think that a lot of people will want to shift blame onto the players, telling them just chill out, nothing's wrong. Oh, it's not dying, it's just not delivering. Just be patient. Wait. Sound familiar? Yeah, some people like to say that kind of stuff. No. It's not just delivering, it won't deliver. The delivery man died too. The pizza's dead, the delivery man dead, the car engine battery for the delivery driver, it dead too. There's a whole lot of deaths along the way. So I don't think being patient for something that will never come, I don't think that's the appropriate response either. They say that patience is a virtue, but honestly, we've been waiting, 4 years for them to develop Mortal Kombat 1. They claim to have spent 4 years in development for this game, which turned out to be like a Jenga tower. fix one thing somewhere else, and the whole thing might just topple over. Don't you remember when Season 3 rolled out that everyone got the skins from the chests just by visiting the mesas? Then NRS hurriedly shut down the servers so that they could repair their error. Oh yeah, we also had our talismans, our currency. You could have purchased everything from the seasonal store. Yeah, guess what? I don't forget. Just be patient for what? More glitches? Must we just be benign to all of these glitches that occur? No, I refuse to be patient. No. I paid for something. I paid $600. Babes, I paid $600 for this game. I ain't got my money's worth yet. And according to the roadmap for this game, I'm not going to get my money's worth until Homelander comes out, which is in July? Even though the character's already fully voiced, because we got Chris Cox listed in the credits of MK1. Even though the character animations are already done, we must wait for July for Homelander to roll around. So that what? I must hook up the turbo controller and play with him for 6 hours to get him to Fighter Mastery Max XP. I smushed words there together. So yes, Fighter Mastery Max XP. That's what we gotta be patient for? What, we gotta be patient for some shitty story like Aftermath Story DLC? The only good thing about Aftermath Story DLC was that Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa was voicing Shang Tsung. That was the only thing good about it. Just be patient. A lot of people are willing to just wait around for nothing. I liken them to the hungry bottom at the glory hole. He's like, come fuck me. But he's waiting for something that will never come. So yeah, I'm not going to be that guy. Not me. Not for I. Pray that MK2, MK13 is going to be better. This is a good option. I really like this option. It's like, okay, maybe we have faith, maybe we can hope, you know. How Mortal Kombat became an immortal franchise. I'm going to be pulling up this Playboy article all the time. Because the number one issue for me for Mortal Kombat is the way that everyone looks. And there is a great part of Gen Z that does not like the hegemonic masculinity, which excludes muscular, thick, beefy men from appearing on a roster, lest the patriarchy oppress women. Right? This is what's happening. So here we have Ed Boon saying in this article, I don't know how many people wear a bikini to fight. Just look at WWE. They're all running around in bras and panties. Why can't we have the same? Oh, that's right, because everything's based on WBDEI. Corporate woke philosophy. That some philosophers out there really enjoy, Foxy. Are you kidding me? Rather than having people with talent spearhead these games, this is what WB/NRS is using to hire the people who make the games that we buy. People without talent that just check boxes. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? It's so wonderful. 3 pillars. Intentionally inclusive. We are championing inclusion, which means that they're going to be hiring people for checkboxes first before people with merit. Our commitment to equity is reflected in our policies, processes, and systems, and sustained DEI progress across the employee lifecycle. Communism, Marxism, that's what equity is. It's the redistribution of wealth, of assets. And obviously, we're seeing WB throw money at a fire that is NRS and Mortal Kombat 1. What a waste of equity. Our content reflects our commitment to audience representation and our productions promote access, equity, and safety for our employees, staff, and on and off camera. Once again, we go back to Playboy. Let's see what Ed Boon has to say about diverse women. Oh yeah, we should totally be congratulated for making characters like Katana, Melina, Sonya, and strong female characters in MK games since the very beginning. And as a matter of fact, we even extend that into much more diversity into our cast. They don't care about characters that have any sort of substance. They just want a black, lesbian woman to eat up our storyline and sacrifice characters like Tanya, Melina, and Katana. I'm an Adinian person. I fan for the Adinians. Yes, I'm from Adinia. I relate to Jade. We are both brown-skinned, we have long hair, we enjoy big poles. We are very similar, so I love Adinia. But I don't understand why instead of having characters, I don't know, be cunty, bitchy, have some sort of character, personality, some sort of depth of story. What we have instead are bland, lukewarm characters that check boxes. That's what your story is. People say, oh, the story is fine. I disagree. Story's not fine. Story's floundering. So yes, okay, pray. I don't know how much we can pray that it gets better. And I think going back to this sentiment here, just be patient. MK1 will be awesome with DLC. Check this out. So this is in relation to Overwatch 2, in regards to their live service game. So Overwatch 2 is supposed to be a live service game with content that comes out on a recurring basis. Here in Mortal Kombat 1, we are in a live service environment where content comes out once every 2 months. And literally that content takes just like not even a day to complete, especially with Turbo. Yeah, so yeah, we're spoiled for content here in MK1. What's Overwatch 2 complaining about? So it's really shocking to hear what these developers are thinking. These developers are saying players have no patience. They want new stuff every day, every hour. Okay, that's a little bit of hyperbole. But when Mortal Kombat was billed with a 24-hour timer on the premium shop, MK couldn't even rise to that. They couldn't even sell us things in the premium shop on a 24-hour basis. Were they too worried about those bad reviews within the early couple of weeks? We're trying to react that way while holding the Blizzard quality bar high. So this is the mindset of developers in modern video games. They blame the players. Which is no surprise. Everyone loves to blame the players, as if we did not provide money to these people to develop a game, right? We're supposed to have patience, except when we pay for something, there should be an effing product, not a seasonal tower and combat league, and say two. That's it? That's all? Are you kidding me? That's wild. So I think that prayer might be okay, but with the mindset of the developers, where they want to have ugly women, gay dudes on every single roster without actually having any depth or meaning to them, this is what can we expect for MK2? Like, we have Manya, Lee-Men. What more can we hope for in MK2? More manly women? Even more masculine women? Even more feminine men? Like, I know gender non-conforming people want to be this way. That's fine, but does everyone on the roster have to be that way? Okay, alright. So yeah, I think prayer... Yeah, I think this is probably the second best option. But it's wild to me that people are out there thinking that players should boycott the game. Because we saw how well that worked out for Hogwarts, right? Because we need to have a hashtag boycott Ed Boon, boycott NRS. What? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that there should be a boycott on the game? Who said that if you hate the game, that you shouldn't play the game? Every person on this earth was born with free will. Unfortunately, some people end up enslaved, and they don't get to exert that free will. But if you are so blessed to live in a nation where you can exert that free will and play whatever stupid video game that you want, Western problems, right? Who am I or anyone to tell you what to play? You can play whatever you like. You can also say whatever you like in my comments. Doesn't mean I'll agree. Doesn't mean you should agree with me either. But a boycott is not the answer to fix Mortal Kombat 1. Essentially, NRS don't care. They really don't care. So we're going to be taking a look at all of the different reasons why and how NRS don't care, because there's many ways, and explain why a boycott, it's just not going to fix the game. And I think it's unreasonable to ask people to boycott the game. You can do whatever you want. If it suits you to go play something else or go do something else, sure. But to think that you have the power to tell me what to do is insane. I don't think I have the power to tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want, babes. No one's controlling you. Likewise, no one's gonna control me. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much for joining along. 52 of you here. Can we get 52 likes? If you're enjoying this content, leave a like. Or just leave. Just get out. Leave a dislike, unsubscribe. Babes, you're not going to hurt me. Go spend your time listening to some shill, to someone who's going to lie to you about how this game is great. Go ahead. Okay, one of you left. Good. We got rid of them. J-Ro, Scarlet, I miss you. No, Rabbit, you are wrong. Rah. Okay, well, Dragon, please inform me in the comments why and how a boycott will fix the game. Fernier, I love you so much. I love you. Oh my God, not please, please don't be manic depressive on me. Please. Keep to one tone, Dragon. Cliff. Hey, brother Dave. Hope you're having a good... Love you, Cliff. Thank you. Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Almost got scammed off FB Marketplace. Oh, no. Chill Nation. OMG, thank you. Please tell me you're joking, Dave. No way until July. I'm not joking. These things were revealed to us. Right? I mean, like... Or no, is it Takeda? I think maybe it's Takeda. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's Takeda in July. Homelander. I don't know. I don't care. Dragon. Ew. Don't post things like that in the chat. Okay, Dragon, you're frightening me. Diversity. Hey, Dave, hope you're fine. What happened with that false Natara DLC? Oh, you want to know about that? I think I did share about that, but I contacted WB about them misrepresenting what was included in the Deadly Alliance Natara skin bundle in regards to one of the previews having a purple, green, and pink skin that was never delivered to the player. So I asked them for a refund, give me back the dragon crystals, take away the skins. I don't want the skins, give me the crystals back. They're like, oh, all transactions are final. They want you to convert your money into the Dragon Crystal because whatever happens from there, it's out of their hands. They don't care. They're like, okay, we already made that initial transaction from real world to in-game. Whatever happens in-game, we wash our hands clean of it. Too bad for you. So sad. You're not getting your crystals back, and you have to take this lie of a skin that no one told me I was getting a red-black skin. It was supposed to be purple, pink, and green. Lies. Dragon, I just choose boycott because I didn't like the other options. I mean, like, it's nice to think that we could do something, but us as the regular small little folk, we can't change shit. Unfortunately, which is why I make the videos that I make. I make my videos pointing out the shillish behavior of X, Y, and Z, insert the name here, because people shouldn't be duped into believing a 10-minute commercial about a game from an influencer. People should identify it and then be able to make their own judgment from that, right? I'm not telling you if you should like the commercial or dislike the commercial. You can do whatever you want with it. But I'm just identifying that it's a commercial, right? Like, I'm not saying there's a problem with DEI. For instance, I love DEI in Wheel of Time, which might be contentious. Or DEI in The Bridgertons. Like, I love that kind of shit. It's so good. Yes, give me all of the interracial romance and love scenes. Yay. Oh my god, there was this one part where Kate... Oh my god. So Kate and Anthony... Kate's an Indian girl. Anthony's a white guy. But they did it in the garden under, like, a pagoda in the rain. Oh my god, it was so heart tickling. Heart tickling, not pickle tickling. Heart tickling. I feel like before a suggestion came about, I suggested it to my friends that we should come together a boycott. All right, so we're gonna get into, why this boycott is not a good idea. I would first like to draw your attention to a very real world example. Hello, Russia. Russia has been sanctioned, aka boycotted by the Western world in response to modern conflict with another European nation. We must recognize that boycotts are being used as a political and economic tool to hurt, threaten, scare. I am aware, though, that the sanctions... I wish I could talk more. I don't want to be talking about things and then, YouTube's like, oh no, can't say nothing about real world shit. That's why I can say Manya looks like she have a 10-inch dick, because she ain't real. She's a fictional character. Say that about someone else, though, I could get in trouble. I know where I can walk the line, is what I'm saying. So here we go. So here we have this article about the effects of having sanctions on things like Russian oil. So this is an article from The Guardian expressing the UK sentiment, because I'm making this video and I can think of some people in the UK who are... I love my brothers in the UK. Hey, Cider M! So this will speak to you. According to industry body Energy UK, recent increases could push the average energy bill from more than $2,000 a year after the lifting of a price cap in April to nearer £3,000 in October when the cap is reviewed. Consumers are already being quoted fixed rate tariffs of £3,500 a year. So take a look at boycotts of Russian oil. As a result, most of the Western world has felt increases on our basic utilities. Things are so much more expensive. It's not only Britain and Germany, but I feel it here too in Canada every time I pay the power bill, every time I pay the heating bill. Because this kind of market volatility caused by sanctions means that everything just becomes more risky and expensive. And that cost is offloaded onto us, the poor citizens. How does this relate to Mortal Kombat? Oh, well, take a look. Mortal Kombat. Here we go. So these are the skins that we are being sold in the game. People don't want to play the game. People don't want to buy the shit in the store. Guess what? They experimented with us with this Christmas skin that should have been in a pack. They saw that they could get away, they being WBNRS, saw that they could get away with selling these skins individually with the Halloween skins. There were individual sales of Dia de Muertos, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Cannibal Killer Molina, right? But there was also the Halloween Masquerade skin pack. They saw that players, when presented with the option of buying the skin packs individually, they were still purchasing it because we didn't get to see the collected Masquerade skin pack until Halloween, and then it went away. It was limited time only. So NRS is testing the waters further by seeing what prices for dragon crystals can they get away with for these individual skins. Krampus is the most expensive at 1,000. Katana is at 500. Reptiles at 800. If you don't think that they are psychologically testing us with this game, you are poorly mistaken. As with every other live service game, it's built to be addictive, grindy, and predatory. So here we're seeing full predation on us. They're seeing how much they can get away with selling skins for individually. So Reptile at 800, they're going to see how many people bought that versus Katana 500. But if people aren't buying the skins because of a boycott, people aren't playing the game because of a boycott, the people who are playing the game are going to see the prices increase on these skins in the premium shop. And if you are deluded to think that there are not going to be more things to purchase in the premium shop, I don't know, like there's a sanitarium with a bed waiting for you. Like there's a padded room waiting for you somewhere in that sanitarium. Because yes, it's delusional to think that we will not be gouged and charged even more in 2024 for new skin packs. So boycotts is not going to help the people who are still playing, who genuinely enjoy the game. Like, you're hurting your fellow player. I'm not telling you to play the game, but to have this idea of boycott, okay, well, it's not going to hurt anyone except for the player. Because the companies, Russia is the one who profits. Russia Economy Ministry expects gross domestic product to expand 2.8% this year. This is from October 2023, bouncing back from a 2.1% decline in 2022. Analysts polled by Reuters in late September expected a 2.3% increase. In July outlook, the IMF had forecast 1.5% growth. So I really like that analysts from Reuters, IMF, I like that comparison. Like, we're getting different expectations or projections of growth of the Russian economy, but surprise, surprise, sanctions don't work. Boycotts don't work. The people that you're trying to hurt financially, they're still going to be benefiting. And you know how? Because they, WBNRS, don't care about actually the players who leave. Oh no, they're going to hook more and more players with their frequent and deep discounts on the game. Like, we saw it already. Mortal Kombat, not even 3 months old. 2 months old. We're seeing this stuff being sold at 30% off, 50% off. The goal of WBNRS isn't to make numbers off of the sales of that initial purchase of the game. As stated by David Zaslav, because people seem to forget, we are currently under scale and see significant opportunity to generate greater post-purchase revenue. AKA, we're going to cram the fuck out of this game with microtransactions. That's what we're going to get. And regardless of the boycott, that's not going to change. We're still going to have all these stupid skins, but with a boycott, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're going to have these things selling for greater prices individually. Isn't that wonderful? That's economics, babes. That's how things work. That's how things work in life. Also, when you take a look at the idea of boycotting the game and then things become more expensive, sure, people will buy less, the average Joe Blow. But the game doesn't rely. Live services don't rely on average Joe Blow. They rely on this 3% of people who think there's nothing to fix and will continue purchasing microtransactions blindly. That's who David Zaslav is looking towards for generating greater post-purchase revenue. Because better believe me, when I run out of Dragon Crystal, I ain't even looking at the premium shop. I've already been scammed. I bought the scam. They have my money that I can't get out of the game. These unused Dragon Crystals. I can't get my money back. So I'm going to use up them Dragon Crystals, buy more of these ugly, stupid costumes, and read the house down boots. Because they're ugly. They are so ugly. Yes, a very, very wild, but I think even more on top of that. It's really sad that we as players can't have an understanding for the whole player base. Like, I totally respect everyone who thinks that there's nothing to fix. MK1 is perfect. I might think you're a little delusional, but I totally respect your opinion, and I can't control what you like. You can like whatever you like. What you like don't bother me. Unless you're doing some sort of kink and trying to normalize it and try to brainwash the audience into using mystical pronouns. Not naming any names. But yeah, this is, wild. So, taking a look at Hogwarts Legacy, this is a game that was famously boycotted. The Hogwarts Legacy J.K. Rowling boycotts were a mistake. Forbes is very lefty. At least from my recent interpretation of biases, it seems like they're more left-leaning. So they don't like J.K. Rowling. But they are calling the boycotts a mistake. And one of the things, if you type into Google, type in Hogwarts, one of the first things that'll pop up as an auto-gen response is boycott failed. And I will say, personally speaking, people saying, hey, don't buy Hogwarts Legacy. J.K. Rowling thinks that women should be able to use a women's bathroom in peace. Okay. Well, I was like, okay, well, that doesn't sound too crazy. Let me see what J.K. Rowling made here with this game. Yeah. So I went and I bought the game. So when you tell people what to do, people are going to go do the opposite, babes. You telling me to not play the game because you want to boycott the game? However, will I see these ugly-ass skins that are copy-pasted? Oh, no. I must see what crap NRS is trying to push onto its players. Oh, no. I'm not telling you dislike the skin if you like it. You can like whatever you want. But I will identify what is copy-paste. I will identify what is low effort. And can we just talk about this animation? What is this animation? What is this animation for Raiden? Why does he look like he has TikTok Tourette's? Why does he have TikTok Tourette's? He's like one of them little girlies on TikTok, and they see them people faking Tourette's, and then they all start acting like that, like each other. That's so mass hysteria. That's what it is. There's a lot of mass hysteria going on out there. But If I wasn't playing the game, if I was boycotting the game, if we're all boycotting the game, how can we identify when NRS fails us and disappoints us with things like this? T-posing characters. Oh, you thought Cyberpunk 2077 was the only game that had T-posing characters. Oh no, bitch. It happens here. These characters stop being animated. They're gonna be like that Da Vinci man with his proportions. Yeah, it's giving very that. T-posy scorpion. How are we supposed to see that stuff? How are we supposed to call NRS out where appropriate if we're not playing the game? Gotta play the game to know where the game is failing. I mean, you can go play whatever you want, but for me, I'm gonna play the game. And when people tell me go do X, I'm gonna go do Y. That's just how it is. And I think for a lot of people, that's what happens too. So, oh boy, look at this. PS5 button freaks out of the game. I recall this. And it still happens. Like, they didn't fix this shit. Every time I use the PS5 button, or maybe under special circumstances, when I use the PS5 button, it causes the game to pause in such a violent, epileptic kind of way. Seizurific. Look at these particle effects. How am I supposed to crash the game and break the game if I'm not playing the game? How am I supposed to do Stephanie Brownback's job better than Stephanie Brownback if I'm not playing the game? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. I need to play the game to see how I can break the game. Look, I broke out of third camera perspective. Or top-down perspective, rather. Top-down sucks, yes. Look, broke out a top-down view. It looks so much better when you can just have a grounded camera. Oh, my lord. So how am I supposed to glitch the game, break the game, if there's a boycott? I'm not hashtag boycott MK1. I'm anti. I'm more pro-choice. Everyone has a right to choose. Everyone can exert their own free will to do whatever you want. If it's play Street Fighter 6 or play Tekken 8 or break the shit out of Mortal Kombat 1 like me, do whatever suits your fancy. And to think that, you're just spewing negativity, you're just calling out the shills. Well, here's the thing. If you don't call out the shills, how are you going to affect change? As someone who has tried to affect change in Mortal Kombat 11, trying to bring back rewards that have been locked away from players because NRS wanted to have us filled with the fear of missing out when going into Mortal Kombat 1. Then we would just purchase everything. If we did not get groomed into the fear of missing out from Mortal Kombat 11, people wouldn't be going into MK1 thinking, oh, I gotta purchase this ugly drag queen pirate costume for Lee May. Oh, I gotta purchase this ugly Transformers Megan Fox. Oh, she's more masculine than Machine Gun Kelly. Doing some blood voodoo. Yeah, like, I don't get it. I don't get Megan Fox. I'm sorry. But these skins, I tried to get these skins. NRS don't care. NRS don't give a fuck. Because they're just looking towards their next project. And foolish for anyone to think that we are the main priority console players. The pro sports players aren't the priority. The casual community isn't the priority. The priority is with free-to-play extensions. Look, regard, voila. Mortal Kombat Onslaught, Twitter. Their Twitter, way more interactive, way more poppin' than Mortal Kombat 1 Twitter. And they're both on Twitter. You know why? Because Mortal Kombat Onslaught gets more love and attention than Mortal Kombat 1. NRS can't make the dollars off of MK1 with daily microtransactions, but Mortal Kombat Onslaught can. Tune into our next Discord stage on Tuesday, January 23rd at 2 p.m. Central to learn about the next fighter, recent gear, and arena changes, and more. Make sure to join the Discord ahead of the stage, and then it gives a link to the Mortal Kombat Onslaught Discord. Where is that sense of community for Mortal Kombat from their official Twitter communications? What's up, everyone? It's that day of the week again. If you have offline, online tournament, obvious. Mortal Kombat 1 only cares about the esports scene. Because if they cared about what the community was saying, why don't we have a Discord stage? Why don't we have a Discord gathering to talk with the developers about recent gear, next fighter, and blah blah? There's shit for us because we are not the concern. Console players are not the priority. So boycotting the game ain't gonna hurt their bottom dollar of all of the microtransactions that they sell on Mortal Kombat Mobile and Mortal Kombat Onslaught. Look at Mortal Kombat Onslaught. Power up your combat, upgrade gear faster, log in, get more stuff in your inbox. Which Chronicle is your favorite so far? Unleash the full power of MK. There's smooth sailing in MK Onslaught. MK Onslaught is probably a more complete game experience than what we're getting with MK1. I just want to find this guy. I don't know. Yeah, okay. So, like, you know True Underdog, and you know, like, Dynasty, right? So there's Star and Sky, and I think he's, like, way, better than True Underdog. But he's constantly making videos about MK Mobile. And I know from my brothers and sisters in the Jaded Bunny fam, some of you play MK Mobile, and you can see some of the things from MK Mobile being copied and pasted into Mortal Kombat 1. The Thinny has also told us that things will be given first to Mortal Kombat Onslaught and then make its way into MK1. The priorities are not Mortal Kombat 1. It's the mobile games. And look, you can just tell from the number of consistent views that this guy is getting on all of his mobile game stuff that people enjoy the mobile more than the console. So boycotting a game that people typically don't care about, it's not going to change much. All right, look at the comments. People like MK Mobile. People like MK Onslaught. And this guy's like genuinely helping them on how to play this crappy mobile game. I am not jumping into the mobile game scene. That's not for me. But when you read the words of the people in charge, that their goal is to generate greater post-purchase revenue, that they don't care about the sales up front, that rather they're trying to hook people on the live service and then flip them onto the mobile game. So your boycott's not going to do anything. If you want to boycott something, you're going to need to boycott the mobile game, you're going to need to boycott the Onslaught game, and you're going to need to get all of the shills who say that there's nothing wrong with the game. Super, Ghosty Girl, Uncaged, Caboose. You need to get these people to also say, hey, boycott the game. So what, we're now going to have everyone in the Mortal Kombat community boycotting the game? That's unrealistic to expect. Ain't no one doing that. So that just don't make sense. It don't make dollars. It don't make sense. Boycotting the game just, it really doesn't make sense. So I think, like, ultimately, you know what? Give me a second. Let's see what you guys are saying. Also, I would like to give a special shout out to Jalen. Love you, Jalen. He's our newest brother in the family. If you join the Jaded Bunny family, like Jalen, you get special shout out, yes, but you get access to our secret group chat, our number one strategies, glitches, exploits, birthday sing song. There's just lots. Please join. Also helps keep me stay alive on this planet. So yes, thank you. Please join. Much love to Jalen, Carlos, Duwan, Northern Star, Executed, Eon of the Neon, Amar, Mr. Chip, CJ Rocky, YUFAX, 509G1, Street Combat, Red the Kitty, George Alvarez, Talk to Me, Derek Carbona, Dermuro, Camp Carton, Flames Gamer, Keep It Real, Sorcerer, Just Drew, Ian's Web, Big Rigs, Leo, Mr. Nightmare, Jens Eric Goals, Fox, The Fiend, John Feltner, Kari Lessie, Angel, James Shea, John Clark, J4, GCXPU Gaming, Styles, Lucy Little Thunder, Cara D, Coffee Gamer, Jonah, Eric, Blood Ferox, Glowy, Chakacorn, Airy, Darkside, Trokar, Michael G, Alski, Snoopy Blind, FGC, Albus Christus Mortis, Yuri, Calum, JJ, Dr. Eggman, Alina, Acenonics 85, Alan, Ciderem, Ragnar, Rian Chaos, and Queen Melina. Thank you. Yes, let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Claymore, this game is thumbs down. Hi, Dave. MK is died. Yeah, MK is died. Just got to the stream. Hope your day is going well. Thank you, Jalen. Love you, Jalen. As someone who lives in the UK, I can confirm the future dissolution of the nation state. Oh my god, Northern Star. Okay. Duan, hashtag Mania. Oh my god. Manon for that BBC. I like Manon. I like Manon. Maybe she has a BBC. Well, maybe BWC? BFC, because she's French. I like Manon though. I like her with the third costume too. She's giving very maybe French male aristocrat. Yeah, I guess I can see it. Scamming their player base for the stream. LOLs, good riddance, MK1. Boycotts are a US thing. I just don't want to buy the game, and that's a good enough excuse. Exactly. I think here the keyword is players. You're not a player because you've never purchased the game, right? But people who have already purchased the game, we've already been scammed. We've already been sold this shit product that we can't get our money back, that we can't get our satisfaction from. We were sold a crap product. So why should people who are scammed, I don't know, stop playing the game and go talk about something else? That's dumb. No, I must find the glitches. This game is a Ponzi scheme. Not a Ponzi scheme. Maybe. There's nothing to fix. I agree. There was a great comment here. Where is it? Usurper. I can't talk. Talking's not coming to me easily today. Usurper. Phantasm. Gasoline. That's how we, the players, can fix the game. I'm not encouraging Insurrection J6-like events, but gasoline. That's pretty funny. Also, shout out to Six Legs. Love you, Six Legs. Sacrifice 3 virgins in Ed Boon's name. What a very Kotal Khan kind of approach to things. I like it. Some of you guys got jokes, and I'm totally here for it. I've heard great things about it in my circle. Hogwarts. I played Hogwarts Legacy. It's really pretty. It's way more pretty than MK1. And not Gaiden has seen better days. I mean, you can call it playground insults. Yes, I will change the name of these characters into fun and amusing variation names. I've been doing it for years, babes. I used to call Scorpion Flamin' Dick Breath. Or Melina Twincest. Or Sub-Zero, I shoot cum sickles. Go look at my MK11 gameplay. I love the variation name mechanic. Unfortunately, we don't got that anymore. Sup, Dave, you got to wonder what the hell was NRS doing before we got information about MK1 if it's a rush game to begin with. Well, I'm not going to call it a conspiracy, but it's clear that when David Zaslav joined in April 2022, there seemed to be a shift in how NRS was treating their next game. According to the Thinny, they were working on an Injustice 3 game engine. But then we got Mortal Kombat 12. So it seems very clear that when David Zaslav joined, there was a change in development whereby NRS had to switch from developing Injustice 3 to developing Mortal Kombat 12. And you know what? That makes sense. David Zaslav wants all of his billion-dollar franchises to be producing. So what? NRS was going to let Mortal Kombat languish? Ed Boon's stupid. Clearly, they have no business acumen if they really thought that they were going to get away with making an Injustice 3 game. So foolish. And to claim that they have multiple pots on the stove, that they're stirring multiple pots. That's what Ed Boon said prior to any announcement of Mortal Kombat 12 MK1. If they were working on multiple things, how did they not foresee that maybe that the next game that they produced would have been Mortal Kombat 12 rather than Injustice 3? These are facts. I'm not making shit up. Thinny said he found the Injustice 3 stuff. David Zaslav says that he wants all of his billion-dollar franchises to be producing. So what? NRS was so stupid that they didn't realize that they should have been working on 2 games at once? They only care about the mobile side of shit. That's why. That's their problem. They only care about the mobile side of shit. And they're taking the same people who are working on mobile to work on the console. That's why everything in the console game looks like it's from a mobile game. It's so terrible. So Devora got Manlina pregnant but refuses to help raise the baby. That makes Devora a deadbeat dad. I love it. Thank you, Juwan. I love your fanfic. I give it 10 out of 10. A+. You are perfect. You're perfect. You're beautiful. You look like Evangelista. You could wear a fucking diaper on that runway and they would say, yes, work, Valentina. LOL. I love that. Unfortunately, the pirate drag outfit got me, and now I play Lee-Men the rare times I played. Not that she tricked you. Not that she bait and switched you and you like it. Thoughts on the debate yesterday? No comment. No comment. You can ask me whatever you want. I may not necessarily answer. But I think, like, from the tone of this video, you should be understanding how I feel. I think the best thing to do is abandon the game entirely and let it die out. What do you guys think? I think for sure, do whatever you want. If you don't want to play the game anymore, I totally agree. But I'm gonna play the shit out of the game. Cause guess what? I'm good at invasions. I'm doing things that people aren't even thinking about. I know it because I find these glitches that no one else finds. So I'm gonna continue breaking the game, babes. And I'm going to be sharing it with you. Sharing my observations, investigations, as I've been doing for years, making augment builds, testing different variables. I am going to continue doing that. Because guess what? Stephanie Brownback didn't think. Because she don't got a brain. Her brain must be eaten out by all of that gel she rubs on or something. It makes no sense. I'm still getting people to join your petition. Aw, thank you. Kisses. Ghosty girl. As soon as something is found in Street Fighter 6, Capcom are right on it. NRS still letting the desync rock. Well, I mean, honestly, did you really think that they were going to be fixing anything quickly? They didn't fix the backdating time console glitch on PS5 until the new season started. Same goes for the Tower XP exploit. I see a lot of people saying that the XP exploit was nerfed. And you know, it's just sort of semantics, I guess, at this point, but there was no nerf. The seasonal tower was rewarding XP unintentionally, thus breaking any sense of character progression, level progression, profile progression, fighter mastery progression, and they just didn't care to fix it until the next season. So nothing was nerfed, babes. It was broken, then they fixed it. You don't like how it's fixed? That's how it's meant to be. People are so wild. By the way, Ghosty Girl is promoting Tekken 8 on her YouTube. Even she knows MK is drying up her views, so she's chasing the new thing. That's what a lot of the shills love to do. They jump onto bandwagons. If it's in vogue to be talking about seasonal fatalities or microtransactions, they'll be talking about it. But it's definitely not in vogue to talk about Ed Boon's purposefully meaningless inclusion of diversity just so that he can have an interesting roster of characters to relate to, attach to, and stuff like that, aka psychological warfare on the players so that they can get more dollars. And that's also why we'll never have a bikini, because he uses the excuse of girls don't fight in bikinis. Where is it? Bikini. We're always going to have this Playboy article now, because this is terrible. I don't know how many people wear a bikini to fight. Entire games are built based on bikini swimsuit fight. Have you ever seen Senran and Kagura? Those kinds of games are wonderful. I don't understand what's wrong with people. If people want to have sexy characters, why is that not an option? But instead of not giving them a bikini, now they got a 10-inch sausage in their trousers. All of them. All of them have 10-inch sausages. Who doesn't love a sausage? But now, like, Ed Boon uses the excuse of technology that we're able to display these characters with greater fidelity and realism, and they can have really ugly clothes that look cheap in high detail. Yes, they love to waste time on designing things that look really cheap and ugly, like this shit. This shit. This is why I make these vids. Look at this shit. I was contemplating whether or not I wanted to make vids like this about the seasonal tower skins, but I don't care. I have 2 other videos like this planned in the queue, and I don't care. I find myself struggling with the motivation to do certain things, but you know, I'm definitely playing the game. You can't tell me what to do. I'm not boycotting it. Day 41 out of 58. Oh my god. It's like NRS is killing the golden goose by ignoring the main thing that makes them money. If Manuel was Jamaican, his name would Okay, MK Ryu. The Crow Templar. We're the Crow Templars. Normally, we don't tend to visit other people's streams because it isn't our business. But we're here at the behest of an anonymous individual. We believe you're doing well. Ah, that sounds very like Freemason secret society. Illuminati kind of stuff. What's going on? Love you too, Crow Templar and quote unquote anonymous individual, but I know who you are. Thank you. Claymore, Alejandro, it makes sense since the guest characters are from comic books. Yes. Lee Men. It was Injustice 3, the DLC shows. They bought the rights to superheroes from other franchises, so they had to use them. Yes. It would make more sense if those guest characters were in a game like Injustice. Yes, it definitely makes more sense. Lee Meth. Oh my god. What's up, Dave? Substreet, when we going to spar? Aw, you guys are having little rivalries. That's cute. You use Scorpion. Dave, keep the secret quiet. Me, I stop telling Netherrealm about stuff. Yes, I keep the secrets quiet. I mean, like, this isn't really secret. Because, like, these glitches don't actually do anything. But the glitches that I find that are actually productive, oh, I keep them secret. I'm sorry. I've learned a long time ago, many years ago, when I first interacted with Derek Kurtzik on Twitter, that if you send him a tweet about a glitch, he's going to nerf that shit. And I didn't even think it was a glitch. That's the problem. I thought that was how it was meant to be. And he's like, nope, gotta take it away. Those augments are glitches and exploits. Okay. I'm Jamaican. I'm Caribbean. Well, my mother is. I was born here in Canada, but my parents are not Canadian. I might have said what my ethnicity is before, but I prefer to leave it as a mystery, because so many people love to call me white and racist. So I know those ones are foolish. Nasreen, do you guys remember Dead or Alive? I played those games. Yes, swimsuits. It was only after they fired Itagaki that they messed up. Crow Templar, we appreciate for you being honest with us. Aw, thank you, Crow Templar. Marquise, my little niece calls Lime Auntie and Katana Ling Ling from the nail shop. Not Ling Ling from not Ling Ling. Okay, so I knew a girl in high school. She emigrated from China. Her name was Meng Ling. I loved her. We used to talk about all sorts of dirty stuff because apparently she liked yaoi. Oh my god. That was decades ago, my friends. And then there's another one, Linger. I love Linger. She's from Chinese Paladin first one. Linger. That's how that's how they would say her name. I love her. She's so pretty. She's like 16. They took this little young girl chick to act these romance roles in China. I play completely different than others. DOA had, oh yeah, we got that. WWE bra and panty matches. Exactly. People fight in bras and panties and bikinis. But Mr. Ed Boon doesn't seem to understand. Are you white or black? Neither, Triple X. Is she a lady of culture? Who do you use combat? I use Liu Kang. Not that I like him. We will try to come on your stream every now and then, but we'll do your... Okay, thank you, Crow Templar. Alright, love you guys so much. I really want to hear from you what you guys think about this issue of a boycott. Ultimately, I think it's in the hands of NRS and not the player, and I'm so glad that the majority of you also feel similarly. I think it's ridiculous to think that we, the players, can actually affect anything on MK1. The people that NRS listen to are the shills like Uncaged and Caboose. We have very little voice. All we can do is just exist in our best lives. Do whatever we can to find our happiness and satisfaction. But to ask other people to do things, to support boycotts, to just be patient, or to be delusional enough to think that everything is fine. Yeah, I disagree with that. But yes, I love you guys so much. I'm praying for all of you to just be having a lovely day. 49 of you here, leave a like or GTFO, because stream is over. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.